rep power cleans. Key here is being able to run these things together as efficiently as you can, so you can get more reps in the allotted amount of time, or whatever your goal is for that workout. Coming up from the floor, same as the full clean, all the way to full extension. So full extension being ankles, hips fully extended, and the shoulder shrug. Okay, different than the full clean. On the full clean, after that full extension, we're going to be really aggressive with our foot movement. Those feet are going to jump out slightly. You're going to hear the feet hit the floor. That's going to be necessary for maximal power exertion. We're going to hold that off a little bit in this lighter, high rep power clean. And after that full extension, just let the heels fall back down. Try to keep those toes in the same position. That'll save us from having to bring those feet back in on every single rep. Okay. One thing that happens here, once you get tired, the reps catch up with you a little bit. If your feet start to leave the floor and start to jump out a little bit, just remember, after you have it here, go ahead and bring them back in, and then back down from there and set yourself up. Now, the key in setting yourself up correctly after the completion of the lift and putting it back down to the floor is putting it back down to the floor correctly. Now, I want you to put it back down to the floor is think of that reverse clean deadlift that I have a video of also, where you're from this position, you're doing a Romanian deadlift down to above the knee, and then lowering with your legs and maintaining the back angle to the floor. That's going to allow you to set up in the same, or at least close to the same position every time, and keep the bar close to you. Okay? What happens if you drop from here, you're either going to have to lift with high hips and a rounded back, or you're going to have to take the time to pull your hips down, pull the bar back in, and reset on every single rep. Another thing is, if you bring it down here, if you're setting it down like this, where the knees are going forward, that bar tends to just shoot straight off, and you're going to have to waste the time and energy to pull that bar back in. Okay? So, I'm going to show you a couple reps here in a minute of RDL, legs, and how close it allows that bar to be. Okay? Now, if you're using a certain amount of weight that's just causing you to jump out a little bit, then one little trick that you can use is, instead of pulling with your power stance, go ahead and widen them out a little bit to even as much as your catch position or your front squat position, and pull from there. And that will sometimes allow you to keep your feet on the floor. That squat pulling stance is not going to hurt you with this light weight. Another thing is, if, just like the heavy power clean video, if your body's contorting in any way, or those feet are jumping out excessively, or whatever with the weight that you're trying to do these lightweight high reps with, then you probably need to modify down a little bit. You're probably not using the right weight for the purpose of that specific WOD. Okay? So, first, run these things together with the feet jumping out slightly, and remembering to bring them back in.